continuing good morning. It was our Reverend Jason Davion Mitchell, bringing you into the feeling tone of the way of meditation, which ultimately is a way of life. In the beginning, we're exercising dominion over our attention until there's an underlying intention that's subjective, subconscious, that is about us awakening to our real nature and our real being, which is the emanation of the Most High God, the living one, the divine presence of love, beauty, intelligence, and all the sacred qualities and eternal verities. And then as that intention becomes subjective, becomes a kind of a surrendering to the flow of life, our perceptual windows begin to change. They begin to be cleaned and cleared up. And we begin to see not just through a glass darkly, as it says scripturally, not just the world of appearances, not just the condensation of thoughts, opinions, points of view, beliefs, perceptions that have condensed themselves into a transitory physical, what we'd call a physical world. We begin to see the presence seeping through all of the artifacts that are condensed into the world. Now, it is an artifact. The fact that most people will wake up in the morning and they'll try to think how they're going to make it through their day or something to that effect. And oftentimes, that particular aspect of themselves that is in the vibration of thinkingness is actually a past concept. It's something that's old that then projects itself onto the screen of life, and then like hamsters on the hamster maze, people just keep running through the same day over and over and over again, like Groundhog Day. So the art and science of meditation allows you to not live as an artifact, and not go through the past, which is what people are seeing. They're seeing the condensation of thoughts, opinions, points of view, which is the past. They begin to live, as we're talking about, from a deeper questioning, a deeper inquiry, and they begin to say, you know, perhaps, what if this is the greatest day of my life? And so the moment you say that, you're shifting your identity, not to how to make it through the past, but you're shifting your identity into the possibility of wonder and awe and celebration and spontaneous goodness and serendipity and coincidences. You're opening up your field differently. And now you begin to walk in the world of the condensation of thoughts, opinions, beliefs, points of view, perceptions. You're in that world, so to speak, but you're of a higher and ever expanded awareness. And then as the meditation, again, starting with having dominion over your attention, underlying intention to wake up, a surrender to that, your meditation becomes your way of living. It's not merely, which is very important, how you wake up in the morning and you establish yourself, or how you go to bed at night, you establish yourself. But you're noticing that throughout the course of the day, there is an awareness that there's something about you that's absolutely looking for possibility, looking for activation of potential, looking for possibilities, and that's everywhere. You're instead of reptilian brain constantly looking for what's going to harm us and what we have to be aware of. That becomes subjective, yes. However, you're kind of looking for the good everywhere. Let me say it that way. You're looking for something that's going to show up for you. You're feeling that at a deeper level of your being. And then as that feeling becomes more, let's say, intense within you, you begin to move into the vibration of now you're living, moving, and having your beingness in the presence of God consciously. You're like a vibrational spiritual astronaut that's carrying your own environment. Just as astronauts will go into outer space and carry their own environment with them because there's no environment, or there's environment, but there's no oxygen there in the space, we become spiritual astronauts, and we carry our own environment rather than going into the world and looking for the environment to be a particular way, looking into a room, going to hang out with people when we're looking for something, we begin to carry it. And then with the realization that the highest vibration, we can say it this way, the highest vibration always wins, or the highest vibration is more dominant. The higher frequency has more gain and more power than the lower frequency. As you begin to carry your own environment, then you become a vibrational tuning fork wherever you go. And the world will try to vibrate with you, and even other individuals will ultimately, unconsciously sync up into the vibration of peace and love, kindness, compassion, generosity, creativity that you're in. Ultimately, as you're able to hold that space, your vibration will dominate the room. It will win the room, you see. And so, and can you now imagine that expanding? And you have communities such as Agape. You have communities that are, individuals are training their awareness. They're taking classes, they're doing workshops, they're coming to a spiritual community in high spiritual camaraderie. All of the things that are involved in a community. And then you have groups of individuals, people that are taking classes, people that are having conversations in the lobby, people who are having prayer partnerships, people who are seeing their practitioner and clearing up their awareness. And you have groups, small groups, winning the day, holding the space to the best of their ability, dealing with their own opinions, their own points of view, their own projections, their own unforgivenesses. And then that becomes a dominant tuning fork for the environment where individuals are living. And then that ultimately becomes a wave throughout the cities and the states and the nations. And you begin to see an uptick, as we have seen over the last 40 and 50 years, of a different kind of consciousness. You think of what I just said today, this kind of conversation may have been kind of weird. I can remember, I just remember this, when we started the Season for Nonviolence a number of years ago, and I was going out, me and Susie Lou, I remember, we were going to a particular church that had deep traditions, and we wanted to partner with them to be a part of the Season for Nonviolence and go to the United Nations and to basically inaugurate the Season for Nonviolence. And I remember the minister saying to me, "Don't come in here talking about all that consciousness stuff. We don't know what that means. We don't know what consciousness means, so just don't talk to me about consciousness," and all the things that were very familiar to us. And I remember just kind of chuckling to myself about how simple that was to me, but in this traditional church, that was woo-woo. And now, how many years later, consciousness is in the nomenclature. It's in the dynamic of our conversation. We know that consciousness is awareness, and that we are pure consciousness, and then there's content in our consciousness. These conversations were woo-woo. And so I'm saying that you see the uptick of the dynamic of our conversation over the last 40, 50, 30, 20 years. And so that is unfolding. And even though we're in a zeitgeist kind of moment where the outpicturing of that which no longer serves us in the world, division, homophobia, racism, extreme nationalism, pseudo-patriotism, things like that in all these different countries. My country's first, and all of that parochial, limited level of consciousness is running mad for a while. We know that this is just the uptick of a big cleansing that is occurring, and the gasp of something that is Neanderthal, so to speak. I don't want to put down the Neanderthals; they were pretty cool, at the point of their development. But it's something that's limited. You see, we see that in the world. However, there's more and more and more of us that are seeing through the artifact of a limited perception, and are winning the day with their daily inner work, hanging with each other, 2x2, 4x4, conversations, prayers, etc., to maintain the awareness that there is a world. In the beginning, there was the vibrational frequency of a perfect spiritual idea, the Word. In the beginning, there's the presence that's not an absence, God. In the beginning is this vibrational frequency. Nothing is created without that. Everything is unfolding from that idea. And even though you may see the stops and starts of limited perception, that idea is unsullied and untouched by time. Individuals in meditation are beginning to wake up to see that. So they're not living from an artifact of their limited perception. They're living from a moment by moment awareness, oh, the earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof. They're living from the awareness of, in the beginning, God. They're living from the awareness, behold, I make all things new. They're living from the awareness that the ground upon which we're standing is holy. They're living from a different awareness. And as we continue to take back our mind, open our heart, through the art and science of meditation, affirmative prayer, you're living consciously, living and moving and having your beingness in this grand presence. And you become a healing balm in Gilead, a healing presence everywhere that you go, you see. So do not think for an instant that your life is insignificant, that one person does not make a difference. Remember the statement, one with God is a majority. One with God is the majority consciousness. Two or more gathered, unanimous. We win the day. So, this is our entry into the practice. I want you to catch the significance of it, and until your attention embraces your intention for awakening, to see, not with eyes necessarily, but to see with awareness, consciousness, that all of the power and presence and love that there is right here and right now, so that you're not fooled by appearances or allowing your mind to be hijacked by propaganda from pseudo-patriotism, immature nationalism, because those are the hedges against mysticism. Nationalism, pseudo-patriotism prevent you from being a mystic, because you will live a life of division, they, other, rather than unity. It's just us, baby. Planetary citizens on one planet. This practice. Shoulders to the ears, great smile on your face, squeeze everything. Release. You've done the opposite of relaxation. You've unrelaxed yourself so that you can know the difference. Let go of the tenseness. Put a smile on your face. Let's have our hands on our lap, facing downward, just as a vibrational symbol of bringing heaven to earth. You've heard me say over the years that we're not merely to be ascended masters. We're here to be descended masters. We've come to earth. We're bringing our consciousness here. We're not trying to escape. No. We're escaping from our limited perception to bring ever-expanding good, the love and the peace, the harmony, the joy, the compassion, the creativity, the generosity to earth as earthlings. Spiritual beings having an earthling incarnation. So with the awareness that we are awareness, just notice that you can place your awareness where you want it to. Practice, watch this. Place your awareness on your left pinky. And just notice that you can just be aware of that. Place your awareness on your right knee. You get to determine where your awareness goes. Place your awareness on an inner intention to wake up to your glorious nature. It's a feeling. It's a vibration. Expand your awareness and simultaneously place your awareness on the body breathing, your breath. Underlying intention to wake up, the body's breathing in present moment. Assist you in staying right here and right now. Simultaneous awareness. Be aware of your capacity to lowly listen. That is, your entire being being available to catch the eternal broadcast of the living presence that is broadcasting in substance. Let there be light, let there be love, let there be beauty, let there be life, let there be intelligence everywhere. It's broadcasting that not in words, but in beingness. Expanding your awareness, and you're catching that, this is the very first time that you've ever walked in these waters, in the river of life. You're new. You're not the same old, same old. This is new. It's your first time doing this. So here you have it. This is what you have loaded in your awareness. Your intention to wake up. The breath, which is present. Lowly listening with your entire being. This is my first time ever sitting. Be still and know the I am God in the midst of you. You are awareness, and you are aware of the thought forms that are moving through your awareness, sentences, opinions, perceptions, beliefs. You may be aware of emotions, byproducts of thoughts and opinions and points of view, sensations, sounds. Your awareness may be aware of all of that, but all of that is not true you. It's passing through true you. It has come to pass. Let it. You observe the underlying intention to wake up from the intoxicated sleep of the world of appearances. Breath keeping you present as you are aware of it. Slowly listening, being aware of an eternal broadcast of light and love and beauty everywhere. This is the first time I've ever meditated. Behold, I'm new. Allow the thoughts and opinions, points of view, perceptions to just pass through your awareness. You are awareness. You are pure consciousness. You get to choose what gets planted in your awareness. You get to choose in this moment the I am presence of love, of abundance, beauty, joy, intelligence becomes more activated within you. It's already within you. You're an emanation of it. But through your attentiveness and choiceability, you're activating the potential that is you. You are becoming more you. It's becoming more manifest, more demonstrated, even more visible in what is called the physical world. Choose ye this day whom you shall serve, what you shall pay attention to, God or mammon, love or fear, peace or judgment. You get to choose. So as we continue our inward glance, we take a vibrational stance for divine confidence in the presence, the power, and the love of the Eternal One that is order and harmony itself, love itself. We become so grateful and thankful for our existence, for our life, that the recognition factor is increasing breath by breath, moment by moment, the recognition of the presence of God, of love and of beauty and intelligence and abundance and joy. We see it everywhere. And after a while, we cannot help but see it. And once we see it, we can't unsee it. God is everywhere. Love is everywhere. Even in its incipiency, embryonic states, we see it. As thou seest, so thou beest. One with God. The word is spoken. It's a word of celebration for this moment of awakening. It is a word of elimination, a law. It eliminates anything that would hinder, delay, obstruct, or deny the fullness of life from moving through us, eliminating meaning, disintegrating and transmuting those limited thought forms that we can feel inside of our heart and soul. Something wonderful is emerging right now in every area of our life. This is where we are living. And we give something here. We give thanks. Great gratitude that it is so. Then we can unencumberedly, unequivocally proclaim, and so it is. Amen. As we slowly open our eyes, we just, whoever we are with, swimming in this sweet, deep ocean of devotion, we can just bow and say, now so be it. Be that frequency. Take a stand in it. This is our opportunity to practice the law of circulation. Energy is always circulating. Energy is never created or destroyed. Just transmutes itself into different vibration, different frequencies within the vibrational field. So nothing is ever lost. Everything is always circulating. And so you want to be in the number of individuals who are sharing, shining, radiating, giving, donating, tithing, gifting, whatever word you want to use there. You want to be conscious givers so that you're not giving accidentally. That's a whole other subject. But oftentimes people give accidentally because they become so stagnated that something gets taken. But listen, that's not you today. You're going to be ahead of the game. You're going to give. And what are you going to give? You're going to share your gifts to the Agape International Spiritual Center. We give thanks for whatever it is we have to give, and we give thanks. And we bless our gift, infuse it with divine love, and release it without agenda. And so it is. Amen. You can take out your mobile device, and you can go directly to the QR code. It's called Venmo. And you can, as you shine the camera on that QR code right now, it's going to take you right into the domain of Agape International Spiritual Center, a center of love and a source of confidence and joy. And you can support the center in all of its ministries, programs, projects, staff, equipment, everything necessary for the fulfillment of the idea of the Agape International Spiritual Center. Go right there, right now, and choose the amount you want to give today. Or choose the amount your soul wants to give and see which is higher. While you have your phone out, if you like to text, you can text to donate. You can text the word give to 424-321-6243. It'll take you to the same domain, but it's only you're accessing it through the frequency of texting. If you write the word cover after your gift, it means you're covering the expense of that particular technology. Venmo There's no expense. You can write the word cover. It's about 3% of your gift if you do text to donate. You can set it up to give regularly as well. Now, if you'd like to mail in your donation, please do so. It's always on time. Make your checks and money orders out to Agape International. Send it to Agape International at 8549 Wilshire Boulevard, Suite 1156, Beverly Hills, California, 90211, USA. Send yours in right away. Don't delay. Hey. Go ahead and do it. It's always on time, and we always appreciate it. And then, of course, you can go directly to the website. You might be on our YouTube channel right now. You might be on our Facebook page right now. You can go directly to our website on your computer or mobile device, agapelive.com. You'll see a donation banner on that page. Navigate yourself there. Choose the amount you're going to give today, and check out. You're really checking in to your inner prosperity and activating the potential of abundance in your own life. Those are the ways to give. Do it now. You're going to be happy you did. So go forth and multiply that consciousness. The Reverend Julie Moret's going to come forward and highlight some of the wonderful things happening in our community. But do your giving. Don't let her distract you. Let her encourage you.
Be encouraged. Alrighty, we've got a couple highlighted announcements for you today. You can visit agapelive.com for more information and to find out about all your weekly offerings. All times listed are Pacific time. And this first announcement has your name all over it. Make your plans right this second to be here at the Saban Theater next Sunday, July 20th, as we celebrate Reverend Michael Bernard Beckwith's birthday. You're going to want to join your Agape family in person here July 20th, the 11:30 a.m. service. All services will be live streamed as always, but be here in person. Do whatever it takes. Take planes, trains, Waymo, whatever you need to. You're going to want to be at this spectacular Sunday celebration of Agape's visionary founder as we honor his journey around the sun one more time. We have discounted hotel rates online through July 16th. For all the details and to make your reservation right now, click the live streamers banner at agapelive.com. And you've got a free gift coming right to you from Reverend Michael himself, just for you. We are thrilled to offer Path of a Visionary, a free Beckwith teaching immersion. This is a 7-day live online experience. It starts July 21st. This powerful series dives into Reverend Michael's most transformative teachings. You can register right now at agapelive.com and get ready for a soul-stirring adventure. And we've got a couple more details for you regarding next Sunday, Reverend Michael's birthday celebration. There is a parking update. Are you paying attention? There is a parking update. Join us in celebrating Reverend Michael's birthday, and please note, the Flint building parking will be closed on the day of the celebration. They're honoring his birthday. So they're closed that day, but as an alternative, parking is available at 8383 Wilshire Boulevard. That's the hot yoga building. So you can park at 8383 Wilshire Boulevard. The garage is open 24 hours and can be accessed via Gale Street on San Vicente Boulevard. The cost is $16, and we cannot wait to celebrate with you right here in person, live next Sunday, 11:30 a.m. service. Beloved community, as we prepare for Reverend Michael's Appearance Day, we're looking for several photographers to offer their talent in sacred service. If you feel called to contribute and help capture the many beautiful moments of this day, email photography@agapelive.com for more information. Today at 2 p.m., One from the Heart offers our online bereavement support group for those who have experienced the physical loss of a human loved one. Also meeting at 2 p.m. is our animal bereavement support group for the loss of an animal companion. You can register on the website by clicking on the appropriate bereavement support banner. The Crisis Support Clinic offers Zoom mini-counseling sessions every Monday from 4 to 6 p.m. To receive details for your first-come, first-served complimentary one-on-one session with a licensed practitioner, email crisissupport@agapelive.com. This is open to the community at large. Anybody may attend. You can join us for the Friday night spiritual community gathering. You are invited to our online spiritual community gathering every Friday night, 5:30 p.m. It is a sacred space to connect, grow, have fun while applying spiritual principles to everyday life. This Friday, Karen Mills Alston hosts Reverend Arlene Cecilia Hilton for Building Spiritual Community. You are essential to this. To receive the Zoom link, email scg@agapelive.com, and we would love, 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 love to see you there. The One from the Heart Ministry meets this Saturday, 9 a.m., July 19th. The topic is the One Love Ministry. Thank you, Reverend Coco. The One Love Ministry meets on Saturday at 9 a.m., July 19th. The topic is Moving Inward, Onward, and Upward, with our special guests, Reverend Sapphire Rose and Christy Ingalls, who are the original co-founders of Agape's LGBTQ+ ministry. Don't miss this powerful return to our roots and rise into what's next. Email lgbt@agapelive.com for the Zoom link. And finally for today, Reverend Michael and his partners at NutriRise are enthusiastic to share a groundbreaking development from Adaptozen, introducing Elevate Plus organic fermented mushrooms, their latest innovation designed to elevate your body, mind, and spirit to new heights. This product is based on the mushroom supplements that the Rev takes for immune system, brain function, gut health, and longevity, and they were created as a transformative step forward in your holistic wellness. Go visit NutriRise.com, choose Adaptozen, and pick up your superfood greens at the same time to elevate your health. Your body will be so glad you did. Lots of things to dive into, and we will see you right here next Sunday. Many blessings to you.
Thank you, Reverend Julie. As you're in the process of being generous, activating the generative nature of your being, which is what you are. You're not here to get anything. You're here to activate the generative aspect of your own nature so that you can glow, you can radiate, you can shine, you can give. You're on the planet to make a contribution because you've brought everything with you spiritually. So you prime the pump through regular giving. We turn within in this moment and we give thanks. We give thanks for the outpouring of love, for money is the shadow of love. Where there is true love, the shadow's right there. And so we can't outrun our shadow, particularly if that total gift is love. We bless it all. We bless this community. We feel inside of our bones, inside of our soul, that all of our needs are met right now. And everything is unfolding perfectly. We feel it. And we give thanks and allow it to be so. And so it is. Amen. As we rise up together in consciousness, wherever you are on the planet, and for some interesting reason these last couple of weeks, you have been sending in wonderful messages and notes about your love of the way of meditation service. Even places where I've been traveling, people are telling me that they take this and listen to it all week, and then at the next Sunday, they take the next Dharma talk and listen to that all week and actually wake up with me in the morning, meditating. And that's a beautiful practice. And thank you for your letters and your cards and the different ways that you've been sharing that with me. So we take this moment now and we listen to the beginning of this song, which is I Forgive Me, written by myself and Tim McAfee Lewis, in which we are aware that guilt and shame are basically echoes of the ego that keep us tethered to a past aspect of ourselves, not allowing us to grow. So we leave the past. And a bad past does not mean a terrible future. It's simply the holy soil for transformation. We're ready for our change now. We're ready for a great transformation. What do? We forgive everything. And since all forgiveness is self-forgiveness, we say, I forgive me. I forgive my misperceptions, my missteps, my mistakes. Everything that I've been holding on to, I'm willing to let it go now. I surrender myself to the all good, to the all beauty, the all love, the all joy, the all power. And I'm vibrationally prepared, inwardly prepared and ready for a great change, a great metamorphosis, a great transformation, always becoming more and never less than my true self. That's our prayer. That's our intention. That's the dynamic that we live in this life with. And so it is. Amen. Radical blessings. We'll see you at the next services. You know what to do. And we'll see you next week. Peace and blessings.